The edge of the world is starting to turn blue. I'm still on the road, looking for the view. The boat is nearly empty, the tank is getting low, but I'm captivated by the horizon glow. Chasing the dawn on a lo-fi track, going so far that I can't turn back. Purple turning orange, silver turning gold, the greatest story that was ever told. First light of morning hits the dusty dash. Everything is quiet after the midnight crash. I park by the water, let the engine rest, feeling like I've passed a secret kind of test. Grainy vision. Grainy visions through a tinted windshield view. 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 Grainy visions through. Grainy visions through a tinted windshield view. 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 Everything is old but feels brand new. The lighter flicks a tiny flame in the night, setting up the mood, getting my mind right. Low res skyline, beauty in the blur. Memories of things that never really were. Cruising through the grid, moving like a stream, living inside of a lo-fi digital dream. Empty lanes and the smell of sweet earth. Everything is old but feels brand new. The lighter flicks a tiny flame in the night, setting up the mood, getting my mind right. Low res skyline, beauty in the blur. Memories of things that never really were. Cruising through the grid, moving like a stream, living inside of a lo-fi digital dream. Searching for a signal in the empty air. Found a lo-fi station that can take me there. The smoke is thick, the bass is hitting deep. Promises of secrets that the night will keep. Midnight station playing in my head, following the path where the angels tread. One more mile, one more spark to ignite, rolling through the tunnel of the neon light. Red lights, green lights, dancing on the hood, feeling like a king. feeling really good. Every turn I take is a rhythm in itself, putting my old troubles on a dusty shelf. Wipers moving slow, keeping time with the track. Going forward, baby, never looking back. The herb is heavy and the spirit is light. We're the only ones awake in the dead of night, taking the long way home through the silver rain, numbing all the noise, washing off the pain. The road is a ribbon stretching out so far, safe and sound inside this traveling star. I see the stars reflected in the puddles deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. A slow burn rhythm, a steady kind of flow. There's no other place that I need to go. Grainy visions through a tinted windshield view. Everything is old but feels brand new. The light afflicts a tiny flame in the night, setting up the mood, getting my mind right. Low res skyline, beauty in the blur, memories of things that never really were. Cruising through the grid, moving like a stream, living inside of a LoFi digital dream. Empty lanes in the smell of sweet herb. Not a single sound, not a spoken word, just the hum of tires and the lo-fi soul, taking the long way, losing all control. slows down, let the evening breeze inside. There's a secret world where we like to hide. One hand on the wheel, one hand in the clouds. Far away from the noise and the city crowds. Velvet wheels spinning on the black asphalt. Time is frozen, everything's at a halt. Smoke and mirror shadows on the glass, watching all the ghosts of the city pass. It's a lo-fi life, it's a simple state of mind. Leaving every single worry far behind. The beat is steady, the rhythm is my guide. Enjoying every second of this quiet ride. Empty lanes are calling, it's that time again. The perfect kind of medicine for a weary brain. One hand on the wheel, steering through the haze. Getting lost inside of a rhythmic maze. On the 420 freeway, moving like a ghost. From the city center to the quiet coast. Rolling up the magic, letting out the stress. Finding all the answers in this emptiness. Shadows of the bridges passing overhead, leaving all the things that were better left unsaid. Slow burn rhythm in a high-speed world, watching as the universe begins to get unfurled. Higher than the old overpass, floating in the sea. Tires barely touching the deserted street. Wrapped in a cloud of a sweet herbal scent, wondering where all the lonely hours went. I'm a cloud rider, chasing down the moon, humming to the rhythm of a lo-fi tune. Gravity is gone, I'm weightless in the dark, searching for a signal, searching for a spark. The speedometer is climbing, but the mind is slow, going where the cold winds and the shadows blow. Exhale the worry, inhale the peace, finding in the driving a sweet release. Droplets on the window, blurring out the street, syncing with the rhythm of this lo-fi beat. Light a little fire, let the cabin glow. Watch the neon colors in a steady flow. Neon rain falling on the hood tonight. Everything is hazy, everything is right. Cruising through the puddles, drifting in a dream. Life is just a ripple in a silver stream. Steam rising up from the warm concrete, feeling the vibration underneath my seat. The herb is my companion, the road is my friend, hoping that this journey never has an end. The road feels like a river under these four wheels. I can't even describe how this freedom feels. Deep inhale, let the herb settle in my chest. My mind is finally getting some much needed rest. Riding on liquid asphalt, flowing through the night, guided by the rhythm in the dashboard light. The world is melting soft like butter in the pan. Catch me if you're able, find me if you can. by the gas stations, glowing neon green, like a lonely island in a movie scene. I don't need a map, I don't need a plan, just the lo-fi hum and the herb in my hand. Under the concrete giants, shadows dancing long, vibrations in the steering wheel, steady and strong. The smoke trails behind, like a ghost in the wind, wondering about the places where I might have sinned. Echoes of the overpass singing in my ear, the only kind of music that I want to hear. Deep bass thumping, keeping me awake. How many more turns am I gonna take? The city's heartbeat is a lo-fi drum, making my whole body start to feel the hum. One more spark, let the vision get wide. Nothing but the peace of a midnight ride. Buzzing speakers, heat in the air, running my fingers through the velvet despair. The herb hits heavy as sweet dark wine, losing track of space, losing track of time. Static and smoke, it's a beautiful blur. I'm not the same man that I used to were, cruising through the gray, drifting through the white, the king of the static, the lord of the night. Lights cutting through the thick of the haze, living out the best of my wandering days. The beat is a blanket, the bass is a bed, clearing out the static inside of my head. Inside this cabin is a world of its own, the quietest place that I've ever known. The smoke hangs thick like a deep sea fog, writing my life in a mental log. In my submarine cabin, diving through the dark, every street lamp is a glowing sharp. Pressure on the outside, peace on the in. This is where the real life begins. Floating past the windows of the sleeping town, nothing in the world's gonna bring me down. Gravity is heavy but the earth makes me light, swimming through the ocean of the velvet night. Staring at the red, waiting for the change. Everything I see looks beautiful and strange. The cherry is glowing, the small red sun, feeling like the journey has only just begun. At the last red light before the open road, losing the weight of a heavy load. The LoFi rhythm is a sacred prayer, floating on the earth through the midnight air. Now the light turns green and I'm gone like a ghost, heading for the parts that I love the most. No more stops, just the flow of the soul. Finally feeling like I'm in control.